Micah Frankel, CageMinds.com. Triple A MMA Rock Solid is 9 days away. The main event, Natalie Roy, Nohime Dennisson. It's been highly anticipated. It's supposed to happen at Rockstars. Now it's at Rock Solid. Joining us today, Natalie Roy. Thank you for the time. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Ready for this to happen already.
Second time around, what was it like from your perspective? How did it play out for you, actually? When did you find out there was a problem and it looked like there was going to be an opponent change?
Well, truthfully, I kind of knew there was going to be an issue right after it happened because the same promotion that she fought for in New York, I had fought for back in last November, and when she got a TKO, the guys over there called me and said that I needed to be aware because there might be a problem, and then I was assured that from the promotion company that everything was cool, and then it kind of just carried on, and then not until about a week out, I was told again there was probably going to be a problem. So yeah, it was interesting.
So it was a week out. When did you know that your opponent was going to be Brittany?
I didn't really know until maybe like that Monday or Tuesday. I knew on Monday that they were looking for somebody. They didn't know who it was going to be. And I think maybe Monday night or Tuesday that they found a girl from Perez Fighting Systems.
So what was it like for you? How did that as a fighter, how did that throw you, that last moment change, thinking, wow, I had spent all this time preparing for someone, else?
I was just preparing to fight, so it didn't really matter who it was. I was going to be ready no matter what, so it didn't really matter. My game plan was going to be the same no matter what.
And a very quick knockout. Things couldn't play any better for you. How'd you feel about the performance?
It was kind of a bummer. I would have liked it to have gone longer and show what I was able to do, but she took it last moment. I don't feel that she really wanted to be there, so I'm glad it ended fast because it saved, it just saved both of us from just she was in a place that she didn't want to be, and it ended fast so she could move on with her life and do whatever she's going to do, and I could get back to training for a big fight.
That happening, it's still a co-main event win. And also, in under 2.5 minutes, you've already won 2 fights as a pro. How's that feel?
It's pretty awesome. I feel I have great cardio. I want to test that in the cage, and I haven't been able to. So I know that Nohime is going to be a good opponent, and hopefully it takes me a while to finish her to stop her.
Well, it's 9 days out now, and from everything I'm hearing, it looks like it's smooth sailing, and the fight should go on as expected. So, what was it like this time, again, for you? You've been now preparing for the same opponent. This is the second entire camp preparing for Nohime. What's that like for you?
I love training. I love jiu-jitsu and Thai boxing, of course, and the wrestling. So I'm just having fun training, and that's what that's what it's about, is having fun and being able to show what you can do out there in front of all the fans. And I'm excited to be fighting again.
And then rapidly this year, you're growing your record. This is going to be your 3rd fight in MMA this year, and you're getting that record quickly, getting the notoriety. And this is your 2nd in a row, again, main event, the main event we hope to see from last time. But what's it like, getting that spotlight and being able to get fights and get this record together so quickly? Because we know right after this one, you're planning to have your 4th fight of the year.
Correct. Yeah, I was told by some friends, careful what you wish for, because it could just happen. And I had wanted to fight, and I was thinking back in March when I had my first fight, maybe 2 or 3 this year, and now it's looking at possibly 4 or 5. I'm excited. I'm really loving it, and I love the opportunities that are being thrown my way, and I'm just very excited, and I'll just take it by the horns and do what I can with it, and hopefully continue to be successful.
Well, gym owner, so gym rat, obviously you are. Is there any, fears from you that you're pushing yourself too hard? 5 fights in 1 year, is that too much? Or, the 2 planning on in 2 months, is that pushing it a little, or you have faith?
When Doris called me and asked me about the fight with Angelica, I was a little cautious at first, just because it's less than 30 days away to fight again, and I was a little wary at first, but I have good training partners and I have good training habits, so I'm not able to I don't wear myself out to where I'm just feeling ill or just super tired. I get enough sleep and I train enough, and I feel it'll be okay.
A lot of fighters, take it fight by fight and wouldn't even acknowledge that they do have another fight in 30 days. But you and Angelica both put yourselves in the same position, that you both have fights about a month out from the fight with each other. So would you say it's a rare situation, finding 2 fighters that are both willing to do that?
Yeah, I do think it is very rare. And I'm pretty much just like everybody else. I do take it fight by fight. I'm not even, I know I have a fight with her coming up. I'm not even thinking about that. At first, I have to get through Nohime, and then we'll take Angelica on. So yeah, it's just one by one. I'm just, every day, each day, one day at a time.
Well, again, you get to fight right next to home, got the fan support going on, and we also know you had, last time we had talked to you, you were in the process of moving the gym. So what's going on with the gym?
So we moved to a different location. It was, getting a little bit too much for me to manage by myself, so I've kind of downsized a little bit. So yeah, new location. It's it's a great location. We still have the cage, the ring, all of our heavy bags. So it's doing great. Everybody loves the new place. It's just kind of maybe a little bit warmer of a feel there. It's not so commercial, but yeah, it's great. It's going well.
Now, heading into this fight, you got a lot on your plate, but I'm sure you're totally focused on the fight. What's something you got to get done in this fight to make sure that you keep your undefeated mark?
I'm just going to continue what I'm doing. I have full faith in my Thai boxing. I've been doing Thai boxing for a long time. I know not a lot of people have trained as extensively as I have in Thailand and with the Thai Boxing Association. So I'm very confident in my Thai boxing, and I know I can get the win.
Second time in a row in the main event. It's the matchup that we've all been waiting for. What did you have a message for the fans?
Just come out and support us. We love having our fans out there. And, be ready for a good show. It's going to be a brawl.
Also, last time at Rockstars, after the win, they had the stare down the cage between you and Nohime. Was that something that you kind of already knew was going to happen, per you being the victor, or was it spur of the moment?
I had a feeling that they were going to do something just because I knew Nohime was there. So I had a feeling that something was going to happen. I didn't know what exactly was going to happen or when or what. But no, I had a feeling something was going to go down, and I'm glad it did. I got to see how much taller I was than her. I got to size her up a little bit, so it was all good.
So it was a good experience. There was no thoughts of a Bellator-esque type breakdown and tackling your opponent?
No, I'm pretty chill. I don't get those crazed emotions, so.
I gotta thank you for the time. It's been great talking to you again. Everybody, Triple A MMA, rock solid. We'll see you at the Camel Rock Casino on September 27th. And Natalie, I'm sure there's people that you needed to thank.
You know, I'd like to thank, obviously, everybody at Santa Fe, Gracie Baja, at Latrell's MMA. Without you guys, you know, none of this was going to be possible. You're awesome. And City of Santa Fe, come out and support me. I'll bring home the win.
Thank you for the time. We'll see everybody up there at Calvin Rock Casino.